Okay, good evening to all of the students. So today I'm going to explain the concept as how to improve your English comprehension skills. Here, when I'm talking about the English comprehension skills now, I'm not specifically talking about the how to improve the English communication skills in terms of the speaking. So there are different parameters of the English communication skills. Now one is speaking, one is writing. So here we are talking, and one is comprehension. So today we are going to discuss about the comprehension skills. And why comprehension skills? Because in many of the banking examinations, what in every banking examinations or in the insurance sector examinations, you will find the questions related to the comprehension systems. You will find the very tedious comprehension passages, long heavy passages are given there, and what exactly the students are finding, the prime difficulty, the pivotal difficulty is they are not able to understand what this comprehensions is actually trying to comprehend. You understand my point? What this comprehension is actually trying to comprehend to you. That's why the comprehension word itself derived from the word called comprehend. So whether you are able to comprehend that comprehension or not. In case if you are able to comprehend it, you are delivered to answer whatever the questions are asking to you. In case you are not able to comprehend it, you are not able to deliver the questions that are asking by the banking boards. Okay. So how to develop this comprehension skills? I'll tell you. There is a very classic strategy. See, you have seen many of the videos. I know you have seen many of the videos as how to improve this comprehension skills. I'll tell you three basic ways, and you will have to follow it without excluding any Sundays. And you'll have to follow this process for near about at least 2 months. So you can adopt this process for more than 2 months as well, but it takes at least 2 months, not less than 2 months. And I guarantee within the span of the 2 months, your English comprehension skills get increased, get enhanced, get augmented in such a manner that you yourself get amazed. I am the same person who can speak in such a very beautiful English, who can understand the English language in such a very beautiful sense. I am the same person. You also get amazed. It's my guarantee. But you'll have to follow the process at least for the 2 months without excluding any Sunday. You will have to include the Sunday in it. Don't go for the leave days in that training period. Okay. Now, what does the strategy mean? The strategy is Dale cone of experience. You can Google it and you will find what's the logic in it. But I'll tell you, but I'll try to explain the content in a summarization form. You'll have to follow it and follow exactly the same. And I guarantee within the span of the 2 months, your English comprehension get enhanced with it. And it's not the magic; it's the way. It's a way. You'll have to follow these principles. Okay. Suppose I'll give you an example. Suppose yesterday I bought this book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad. Suppose you know what happened. Okay, to resolve any problem now, at first you need to understand what exactly the problem is. Again, I'm repeating. To resolve any problem, to solve any problem, at first you need to understand what exactly the problem is. Until and unless you do not understand what is your problem, how can you resolve it? It's not possible, my dear. Many of the students I find that my problem with English communications is I'm talking about when I'm saying communication, understand it in a manner specifically in the terms of comprehension. Okay. So whenever you know what happened, whenever I ask to the students now, why you are not able to deliver the good marks in the English language? What's the problem in it? So the answer they are giving is something different. They say, sir, the word meaning that they are associated in that English comprehension, I am not aware of it. Number one problem. The word meaning that are given in the English comprehension is something that I haven't heard anywhere in my entire life. That's why I'm not able to understand the comprehension. When I'm not able to understand the comprehension, so how the hell I'm going to answer the questions? Number one problem. Again, I'm saying this is not the problem. Again, I'm saying this is not the problem. This is a myth that you guys are facing. Use this concept and you are able to grasp a very good marks in the English language in any of the examination. I'm specifically talking any of the examination. Number one thing, this is not a problem. Second thing, again, the another student, I have asked the same question, what exactly you are facing the problem when you are reading the comprehension. That the student have answered me, sir, when I read the comprehension, I can read it, no problem at all. I don't have any problem in reading, but I am not able to recollect what this comprehension is all about. Up to certain extent, I am able to recall it, but after certain time, because the passage is so longer and time period is very minimal, so I'm not able to understand what this passage is all about. When I'm not understand what the passage is all about, then how the hell I'm able to answer the questions that are asked in the banking examination? That is the second problem they are giving. But in a real nature, if you'll find out, in a real nature, you will find out these two are not the problems. These two things are not the problem. The problem is something different. And when the problem is something different and you are trying to resolve something different problem, the solution is also something different. That's why you are not able to get the exact solution. You understand my point? Because problem is something different and you are trying to something different solution, then how the hell you are able to resolve the actual problem? It is not possible. So try to understand the real nature of the problem. The real nature is something different. Let me try to explain. Before trying to explain, I'll give you the strategy how to improve your comprehension. and when how to improve your comprehension skills. And when I'll give you the strategy, you automatically understand what's the nature of the problem. Now listen it very carefully. How the basic problem that the problem with the English comprehension, your mind is not able to reallocate what exactly you have studied. Again, I am saying the basic problem is your mind is not able to reallocate what exactly you have studied. So that's why I have given the reference of this book. Suppose if you read this book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad, suppose you have read the one page of this book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad, and you move to the next page. Okay. Now, when I ask the same question from that first page that you have studied, I guarantee many of the students are, exceptions are always there. I'm not talking about exceptions. I guarantee many of the students are not able to answer it accurately what you have studied in the first page. So the problem is reallocation. The problem is not what exactly written over there. The problem is not the word meanings are given over there. When I'm talking about the word meaning, there are thousands of words are there. How many words you cannot remember? It's not possible. Because English language is the something that have a thousands and thousands of the word. Many books are there in the market who claims that, for example, Made for Easy, I think there's a book who claims that read this book and you get the grasp of how to improve the English communication. But I don't prefer these things because English is a language and it's having its own essence. उसका अपना एक रस है. It's having its own essence. So you will have to understand its essence. And the moment you understand its essence now, very easily, the moment you understand the essence, whenever the word that you went heard in your entire life, still you are able to crack that meaning of the word. It's the power of the mind. You will have to understand it. You'll have to understand it's your power, it's your natural power. Now, how it is, I'll explain it. So, an example. Suppose if I've given a word in a Hindi, yatha sigar isko kar do. I've given a word in the Hindi, yatha sigar isko kar do. So the word yatha sigri isko kar do. Yatha sigri is a word which are very often used. Now, the person who belong to the Hindi category still have a problem to understand this word. But when we concentrate now, he can understand with the essence of the language. Because essence of the language, कि यथाशीघ्र का मतलब is trying to say कि जल्दी जल्दी इसको कर दो. Without knowing the exact knowledge, still he can comprehend. That's why the English comprehension is clear about whole game is. Now you can understand the whole game about English comprehension, whether you are comprehend the thing is not. So don't try to memorize the word. One thing is resolved. You don't have to memorize anything. The process that I'm going to deliver with the passage of time, you'll understand you don't have to memorize anything for the English communication. It's very easy. Okay. So the first thing you need to understand, don't memorize any word meaning. Number one. Okay. It's a matter of the essence because they are not going to ask the word meaning something that you have already heard about because they are taking the competitive examination. So they are going to ask the question that to the word meaning that you have never heard in your entire life. For example, metamorphosis. What is this metamorphosis? So with the passage of the experience, you will understand it's a metamorphosis slightly means this thing. On the basis of this, you can try to comprehend. So one thing is that. Okay. So after reading the one page, if I'll ask the question, you are not able to deliver it. So what is the solution of it? The basic solution is there are 3 steps that you guys have to follow. And when you follow these 3 steps, at least for the period of 2 months, at least I am saying it is not, I am saying exactly for the 2 months, at least for the 2 months. 2 months or greater than the 2 months. If you follow the same principle for the better than 2 months, then you will be much better than the compared to the students who are follow this step only for the 2 months. It's as simple as that. Okay. तो जितना बड़ा मेहनत करेगा जीत संघर्ष जितनी बड़ी होगी जीत उतनी ही शानदार होगी. तो simple principle follow in this aspect as well. Okay. So the concept is after reading this one paragraph, or sorry for one page now, what you will do now you are the banking aspirant candidate. So you have laptop with you. Open the laptop. There is MS Word. What? There is MS Word. Open it. And write in your own words. Now close the book and write in your own words what exactly you have read it. Write in your own words what exactly you have read it. Now again open the same page and start reading it again and match the content with the content that you have written in the Word file. Now you'll find there are a lot of division in it. Slowly and slowly with the practice of the time you will find out now. That's why I've said it takes at least 2 months. Slowly and slowly you will find now what writer want to deliver and what you have written the content nearly matches. Exactly doesn't happen because writer have their own perception, you have your own perception, so exactly doesn't match, but near about the content get matches. And when it get matches, your second stage cleared up. You have passed your second stage. Now third, what you have to do. The first thing, read the content Read the content means any novel, any non-fictional novel. Read specifically non-fictional novel. Don't try to read those Chacha Chaudhary ka book and Sara Salil ki kahani. Don't read those. Read good books. Usko पढ़ो. And then try to make the content on your own words in a MSWord. Don't try to use in the pen and a paper, because in the banking examination, especially in the SBI PO, they have descriptive English language. Now it will help you in that as well. Okay, so do the same. Now the third step you have to follow. The second step you have to write in your own content. Now the third step. What the third step? The pictures that you have seen near about 15 years or 10 years earlier. If I'll ask the question from that pictures, can you answer it or not? You can definitely answer it. Suppose if I'll ask you, there is a film called हम दिल दे चुके सनम. There's a film called दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे. If I'll ask the question from that film, can you not answer it? Definitely you guys can answer it. You know why? Pictures speak much more than the words. Because your construction of the mind, your mechanism of the mind works in such a manner that it will work 10x times faster in terms of pictures as compared to the same thing with the words. Your mind can work 10x times faster as compared to the words. So why don't you try to put this strategy for your banking examination? That is the main concern. Many of the instructors I have seen in the YouTube for the banking aspirants, they are not saying these things. And it's a very easy thing. Try to do for at least the 2 months. Initially, you will find it very difficult. Initially, you find it very difficult because your mind gets used up for the billions of the year. Now you are trying to open it up. So it will take time now. If the one पर आए, उसको खोलने की कोशिश कर, it will take time now. So just relax, but it will open up. Don't worry at all. Now, after reading those, after making the content, now what exactly you have to do? Open the PPT, PowerPoint presentation. Now many of the students will tell, sir, I don't know how to make the PPT. Then learn, my dear. If you want to get good marks in the banking examination, you'll have to do these things. Try to do for at least 2 months. I guarantee within the span of the 2 months, now you get the grasp in the English language. The content that you have developed, the knowledge that you are going to develop within the span of the 2 months, you salute to yourself. You get amazed to yourself that I am the same person who knows such a language. I am the same person. You get amazed to yourself, I guarantee. Even when I can speak in the English, belong to the region where nobody speaks in the English. If an I can speak, then why the hell you guys can't speak? You understand? So do this. Okay. The content that you have written, try to deliver it, frame it in the PPT format. Because pictures speak much more than the words. Now, suppose in the word format you have written 100 words. Now in the PPT you can't write 100 words. You have to write within the span of 10 words and 15 words and more to 20 words. So you are going to summarize it. Means you will have to use the picturization format. So when is the picturization format, your mind get accustomed to it. How to reallocate the things. How to reallocate the things. 1 page into 15 words. Similarly, slowly and slowly start developing this practice from 1 page to 2 page, from 2 page to 3 page, 3 to 4. Even I also develop the same practice. I also follow the same practice. And in this way, I have learned very good English. So this is my strategy. And I hope you guys are going to follow the same strategy. And I guarantee if you follow this now, there's a time will come that nobody knows better than English language. Nobody knows better English language. Follow the principle, and I guarantee you're going to succeed in any examination, not about banking, any examination regarding to the English aspect. Thank you very much for watching this video. In case if you have any query, comment in the comment section. I'll try to resolve your query. Thank you very much.